Hello and welcome to America's Most Honest Kitchen remodeled. Totally different place actually. But today we're doing, sorry that's the ice machine. Today we're doing cookies from basic memory and using rudimentary knowledge of chemistry. I mean, you know I have a background in chemistry. In 10th grade I got an F for fantastic in that class. So that's why we have a few things that I don't really know what they do, like baking powder, baking soda. It's not flour, but it looks similar. It just has different chemicals. Yeah, anyway. So I'm not using a recipe for these cookies, I'm just winging it. Let's see what we do. I already got the oven to 350. Got some milk, some flour. This isn't an ingredient, that's just a beverage. That's some sugar right there, butter, useful stuff. You know, I probably should put some oil in. There's canola oil in the butter. Should be good enough, right? And then we'll think about it. See what the consistency is like later. Might need a dribble. But anyway, we got some brown sugar to complement the white sugar because I like sugar. And some of those little chocolate chips, they're delicious. You can't make it to the whole end of the recipe without eating a few though. Num num. Chocolate. Egg, use as a binder. And then salt. There's a shaker of salt on the counter. I'm gonna use it. My family's from the Midwest. We use salt. And then vanilla extract because it's pungent. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I should probably start by getting some of this oil out. Good old-fashioned vegetable oil. Does things. Makes it slippery, I guess. I don't know. So the trick with making all these cookie type things, you gotta mix the dry ingredients first. And these crude measurements of that much flour, I guess. A lot of sugar. Probably too much. And some darker sugar. With that, I feel the need to add baking powder, just a little bit, because that's what I saw my mom do when I was a kid. She only put a little bit of that in, and then even less baking soda, because I don't even know if I need that. It goes in. It's in the bowl. Mix the dry ingredients together. Ooh, nice and floury. Yeah, I hope that's enough. Making it from memory here. It really helps people think you know what you're doing when you mix real fast. Get a whisk or something, just really go to town. Mixing slowly makes it look like you're either bored or have no friggin' clue what's going on in this bowl. But if you do it fast, and everyone's like, oh hey, yeah, that guy can cook, dude. Yeah, totally. That's me. Then from there, Mom usually put an egg in next. So there is an egg. Hope I only need one. I poured a cup of milk. I don't know if that's the amount of milk I'll need, but we'll eyeball it because here in America's Most Honest Kitchen, we cook with our eyeballs and our guts and make something tasty just about every time. There are failures in all of our lives, but let's do about half of that to start because I don't want it to be like too sloppy, right? Little bit of milkies. Ooh, hey, let's turn the right color. I mean, yeah, that's the color I was going for. It's exactly right. Add this butter. Should be about room temp by now. I've been waiting a while to do this while the oven preheated. Oh yeah, look at that. Perfect. That was an amount. I call it a blob. It was a blob of butter. And then this pure vanilla extract, stuff's pretty strong. If you're using the fake stuff, what do you call it, the imitation, which I don't use, I think you double it because it's not as pungent as the solid stuff, but I just use a dribble. An imperial dribble, not a metric dribble. Mix that in there. And then you got Grandma's secret weapon, salt. Just a little dash of that. If it was chicken, I'd probably use maybe a couple handfuls per piece, but you know, it's a cookie. It's not chicken. You don't need quite as much salt for chicken. All right. And I think it's just for chemistry anyway. You don't really want a salty cookie. It activates the molecules and makes the atoms come alive in here or something. There's a reason I didn't get an A for absolutely stupid in that class. I know these things quite well. Chocolate chips. Yeah, I really didn't need very much milk. And there you go. Maybe a little more flour. Clean spoon, not the one with batter all over it. This is where we eyeball. We need that much more. Hey, look at that. This is going to be the perfect consistency. We already got the color. Just looking for consistency now. We don't want it to be like a bread dough. We want it to be a cookie batter. We also don't want like melted ice cream look to it. It's kind of something in between. Ooh, yeah. Daddy leg. See that? Zachartie's got eyes. They'll plop on a pan just fine. Maybe even a little more, because maybe I should have started with 2 cups instead of 1, whatever that volume was not good enough for me. We're doing a small batch. Small batch. Bourbon. Kind of want some whiskey. Moving on. Ooh, yeah. There we go. Nailed it. Friggin' nailed it. Didn't even need this because, like I said, there was canola oil in the butter or some kind of oily factor. And if it doesn't work, we're just playing here. All right. I have previously applied cooking spray to the pan. Don't want that sticking. Oh, and check it. Oven light on. Because I don't know how long I need to cook these for. I just know what they should kind of appear as in the end. Ooh, I'm gonna get fancy about it. Instead of doing the old drop process where you just grab a spoonful and plop it, I'm gonna use this round thing. Like this. Hopefully it works. Okay. When placing the cookies on the sheet, or pan, whatever, you want to leave them a little bit of room to sprawl You don't need like 7 feet between them or nothing. This isn't social whatever distancing. This is just cookies, man. Just cookies. But you do want to leave a little bit of room to play. Plop. Yeah, this is no different from just using a spoon, but it feels fancier, so I'm doing it. Come on. Ooh, yeah, meatloaf. Today's background jams are classic rock. Started off with Thin Lizzy and just digressed into Dio, and now we're somewhere on Meatloaf. It's good jams though. One more. All right, so now we have us a dozen perfectly shaped, and let's hope they turn out. Stick these guys in the oven. I'm guessing about 10 minutes ought to do it, but we'll see. Right now it is at 10:45 in the morning. At this point, yeah, I'll check them around 10:55. Good enough. Oh, while we're here, I have to show you a cocktail. It's a morning cocktail for breakfast. There goes the lid to the OJ. We all know you like mimosas. I've seen you do it. Mimosas are great, but I got no champagne, eh? So, what I'm gonna do is a ice cold beer mosa. Take your beer, put it on the glass over ice. Look at that. Beautiful color. It's kind of sudsy. Kind of reminiscent of fine champagne. Add OJ. And the boss thinks you're just having orange juice. It's kind of brilliant. Who said Socrates was no genius?
Oh no, I'm really sure.
You're okay. Lovely assistant.
Taste tester.
Taste tester, huh? Whatever. Alright. Those aren't done yet, I just put them in.
That's pretty good, actually.
Yeah, they're delectable. That's why I make them. We're waiting for 10 minutes, approximately, for these cookies to cook down a bit. Oh, dude, total life hack. Don't, cook the cookies until they're done. Only cook them until they're kind of done. That way you take them out and they're still a little soft in the middle. Boom. Just like that.
And they're still cooking on the pan.
Correct. Yo, so that's my lovely assistant. She's a baker, yo. She knows how to bake stuff. I'm just making it up as I go. I just use my, kind of basic knowledge of how things work. Sugar is sweet. Salt is salty.
Very good.
Baking soda makes vinegar go. That's kind of what I know. So I use that knowledge and cook stuff. Food coloring is hard to get out of a white t-shirt. Believe me. Go to a Guar show, you'll find out. Anyway, yep, they're starting to spread. Far from done. Well, we've got about 7 more minutes. 7 more minutes. Plenty of time. Don't make fun of me.
I'm not.
Laffy McLafferson over there.
Not laughing at Flapperson.
Just because this kitchen's got a bit of a drinking problem, it's honest. I have no idea what that means.
Oh my god.
I'm not 7 years old.
Neither am I.
That shirt is.
It's for Mean Girls.
Oh, I've never seen that. Yeah, I've never seen the film.
Well, we're changing that.
Kind of have to. It's a must. You know, where's my thing go? It's empty. So part of the relocation is Oregon involved. So like I'm not in the same state I was in before. Remember how we were in Washington initially? Well, we're working our way south. Like the US is trying to poop me out. So I don't crush cans anymore because they're worth money here, dude. It's kind of a foreign thing. I'm used to just crush, bottle smash. But now I have to keep it all intact and in a shapely manner so that we can get paid to drink, which is cool. Won't hear me complain about that. Plus, it saves me that huge ring, that red ring I usually have in the middle of my forehead. Gone. It's nice. What do we got? They're about halfway there. Stick with me. You won't regret it. And then I have the rest of the batter. I should probably get another one of these out. Make another dozen. If you do fancy things like that, kind of like the dude at Benihana's, they think you know how to cook real well. You just gotta, boom, and everyone's like, bro, this guy knows what he's doing. You know, the guy at Kyoto Steakhouse in Bellingham or Benihana's or wherever you're at where they do all the stuff, where they got the hibachi. Bro, that food could taste like trash. And you would still be like, oh man, that's incredible. Because they did a really good job entertaining you. Lesson in life. What was I getting out of here? Oh yes. Pen. Not too much. You don't want the whole thing tasting like aerosol. Unless you're one of those weird dudes that hangs around sniffing the aerosol. Here we are back at 10th grade. We wonder where the F came from in chemistry. Out with you. There we go. I'm regretting my choice in tools.
Yeah, you chose the broken one, babe.
That would explain all of this. Yep. Yum. Okay, yeah, these are gonna be good. Not disappointed in flavor at all.
Yeah?
Nope. Yep, we're doing it the old-fashioned way. The way Mom used to do it, with the spoon and just scrape off hunks and it'll flatten out on its own.
You're trying to be fancy.
I was making a solid attempt at fancy or professional, and then shortly thereafter realized that is so far out of personality for me, I should just avoid that scenario entirely.
Agreed.
Thanks. So we just lay out a dozen blobs, throw it in the oven, and move on with our lives. You're gonna get worms.
You just did it.
Yeah, but I have a stomach of steel. You're talking to the guy that
Ooh.
chugs tequila and,
Babe, this is
you know,
good.
is happily willing to eat raw steak.
Babe, this is good.
Well, are you being honest? Because that's
Yeah.
kind of the point of this whole kitchen.
I don't think I would really continue to dip my finger in it if I didn't like it.
I guess that's a fair assessment now, isn't it?
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. What, do you want to lick the bowl?
Maybe.
Alright. Oh, is this Heart? Are we on Heart now? Damn, classic rock. Just going everywhere, aren't they? A polarizing moment in our lives is when our childhood music becomes known as classic rock. For instance, there's some kids out there that think Marilyn Manson and Korn are old people music. To which I respond with a certain finger on my hand that's somewhere near the center. Yeah. Here you go. Here's the bowl. Enjoy it. Mm-hmm. Oven mitt. Yahtzee. Ooh, spot on. Yummy. We'll see how they cool.
You didn't leave any chocolate chips.
They're in the cookies. Boom, boom. Just like that. We've got over puffy cookies that should actually taste delicious. Just because they're a bit puffy, don't mean they're not amazing. Maybe it's because I use baking powder and baking soda and should have only used one or the other or something like that. I don't know.
It depends on. It just depends. You can use both, it's fine.
I did use both. I just used an abundance of one and only a bit of the other. Half teaspoon, quarter teaspoon. Maybe I should have switched them. Who knows? I don't know. Nor do I rightly care. I have a spatula. See if they stuck. They did not stick at all. All right. Always pulling from the center like Jenga. This is my making it up as I go result, and we're gonna try it. I win.
Yeah? Is it bomb?
It's fucking great, dude. Oh, sorry, I swore on YouTube. My bad.
It was bleeping great.
Well, it's ducking delicious. What can I say? It's a cookie. You're not gonna hear me complain. All right, dudes and dudettes, go try this at home.